Hello ladies and gentlemen, Taro here with another week of the FullTilt forecast. The developers of the recently released World War Z game have stated that a large portion of their game's success in selling 1 million copies was due to the Epic Games Store, citing that 1/4 of the sales come from PC, where the game is only available on that platform. CEO of the development studio Saber Interactive, Matthew Karch, said that they have had 70,000 people playing concurrently across all platforms since release, with fairly equal distribution between platforms, and was surprised that the majority of the sales for PC came from outside of the United States, with only 1/4 being within. I don't find it surprising that a AA studio like Saber and their publisher Focus Home Interactive, known for their farming simulator games and last year's Vampire, love the Epic Games Store, as their games will usually not fetch a full $60 price point, meaning that every sale counts, and the extra 18% of the revenue per sale would make their releases less risky. Next up, Osu streamer Sazuma has become the first person to set a score on every single ranked song in the game. On every single difficulty. Holy cow, dude. Totaling 60,045 maps and spanning 3,955 hours of playtime. Zasuma has only had one rule for the challenge. He had to get at least a C ranking, in other words a pass, and the score had to show up in the in-game leaderboards. This monstrous task took Zasuma 2 years to complete, with new ranked maps being added all the time and hundreds of thousands more constantly added by users. He will have to continue to keep his completion current. The developers of Osu have recognized his insane accomplishment by marking his profile with the title, The First Completionist. And now we also have some really crappy news coming out of Riot Games. After Kotaku released a report last year on inequality at Riot Games along with a boys club style workplace, which was followed by 4 lawsuits lodged by employees claiming that Riot violated the California Equal Pay Act. 2 of the women involved in the dispute have been forced into private arbitration, a juryless, judgeless way of resolving lawsuits, often used when corporations are dealing with sensitive information or more commonly to avoid the public eye in lawsuits that could be damaging to a company's brand. Riot requires that all their workers sign a clause in their contract stating that they will not take the suit public, specifically that their claims for discrimination, harassment, and retaliation, as well as wages due, be taken to an arbitration meeting. Ryan Saba, one of the lawyers representing the plaintiffs against Riot, has said that he believes that this is a precedent for getting a jury trial even if they sign the clauses. Outside of the lawsuits, Riot continues its steep climb to having an inclusive company culture, where people don't have to worry about getting molested, farted on, or humped by one of the company's leading men, COO Scott Gelb, who has undergone a 2-month unpaid suspension and training. I don't know about you, but that sounds a little light for sure. Blizzard dropped an article over the past week which detailed when, how much, and where BlizzCon would be held this year. They also added a little surprise to this year's goodie bags for Warcraft's 25th anniversary. The announcement also detailed a new event outside of the convention center the day before the doors open, which the company is calling the BlizzCon pregame festivities, running for a full day before doors open on the 1st of November. Blizzard's BlizzCon goodie bags are legendary, and this year ticket holders will get to choose whether you get an orc, grunt, or human footman statue in their bags. If you are not attending the show, a limited time listing for the statues would be available on Blizzard's merch store, starting on the same day as the first round of tickets sell, May 4th. As usual, BlizzCon is shaping up to be fun, and I'm excited to go this year. Square Enix's eminent workhorse, Tetsuya Nomura, dragged himself out of his cubicle for a surprise showing at the Kingdom Hearts Orchestra in Tokyo this weekend, revealing that a paid DLC with the temporary title Remind was already in development with 2 new episodes, extended cutscenes usually given after a completion milestone in Kingdom Hearts games, 2 new secret bosses, a new Keyblade and form, as well as the option for Japanese players to use the English voices in-game with Japanese subtitles. With the announcement coming so soon after they dropped a huge update for Kingdom Hearts fans with the Crucial Mode update, I'm excited to see what else the madman pulls from his hat. Thanks so much for joining us again on the FullTilt Forecast. Be sure to subscribe for our daily uploads. I'll see you tomorrow, and stay tilted.